Here we are at Rancho La Esmeralda in San Luis Potosi, Mexico. Federico is the head trainer at Rancho La Esmeralda, and he is leading Senorito 26, one of the breeding program's most successful and esteemed sires. He has produced so many champions. This is Baturro welcoming you to Rancho La Esmeralda. All of the young horses are started in long lines. Usually by the time they're 3, Federico starts them. This is a view from the ranch, the fields beyond. Luis Arenas Garcia, Rancho La Esmeralda's owner, has imported many exotic deer. This is Isleno. He is the junior champion colt in the United States from a few years ago, and he's starting his saddle work under Federico. And here we have Senorito 26. Notice the kind eye that these stallions have. And here we have the brood mares with some of their foals. This is a sampling of the marvelous herd of imported and bred brood mares at Rancho La Esmeralda. Now we will start to review the 3-year-old horses that are available for purchase at Rancho La Esmeralda. We will start with Mandon. Mandon is a silver gray 3-year-old. He has good size for his age, a lovely long flowing mane and tail that everyone so associates with the Andalusian. He's sired by Senorito 26 out of Icara. Icara is a mare that was bred by Luis Arenas from a Mura stallion, Pregonero, and out of a Cardenas mare, Nube. You will see both of Icara's parents later in the tape. This is Militar. He is a 3-year-old colt who is sired by Senorito 26 out of Huelva. Huelva is a daughter of Pregonero and Odalisca. Odalisca is a very famous Lovera mare who you will see later in the tape. Militar was scored very, very high, one of the highest scoring colts in Mexico by the Spaniards during revision just recently. Militar, along with all of the 3-year-olds, he's been started under saddle. He's doing very, very well. He has a wonderful temperament, very steady, uncomplicated. But yet he has all the presence associated with the royal horse of Europe. This is Malandante. He is a 3-year-old colt. His sire is the famous black stallion Genio, and he is out of the Cardenas mare Nube. Malandante stands 15'3". He is a hot, sexy, exhibition-type horse. He has great presence, beautiful style. And we think that in the right hands he will be quite a star. This is Majo. He's also a 3-year-old. He is standing at 16'2" already. But even though he's big, he is also the most cuddly teddy bear. He has been started under saddle. He has the size and substance to carry even the largest rider. We think that he will make an exceptional all-around pleasure horse. He has a very sweet and giving temperament and an uncomplicated attitude. This is Nabuco. Now we are on the 2-year-olds, the N year. Nabuco is sired by Isleno. You saw Isleno under saddle very briefly earlier. And he is out of the bold, big Iguarda Militar mare named Destinada 21. This is Neron. Neron is a 2-year-old colt. His sire is Isleno, and he is out of Huelva, who is by Pregonero and Odalisca. This is Namibia. Namibia, that's a little bit of a tongue twister, is 2 years old, and you will see her running in the arena and see she possesses the striking looks and feminine power that the Andalusian mares are so recognized for. This is Ninfa. She is a 2-year-old filly. You can see how round and feminine she looks. The Spaniards go crazy over this type of filly and mare. She has a very strong hindquarter, very athletic, very correct Andalusian conformation. Is a yearling colt. That's right, yearling. His name is Orion. Orion is by Ocioso III, an exciting Romero Benitez stallion who you will see later in the tape. And out of Gaita, Gaita was the Mexican national champion mare at 3 years of age. We're very excited about the O year because Rancho Esmeralda introduced 2 new stallions. Ocioso III, Romero Benitez stallion, who you will see, as I told you, and Senorito Cuatro, who is also a Romero Benitez stallion. All the O's, the yearling foal crop, is very large, tremendous ground covering, movement, beautifully conformed. This colt is exceptional. You can see his size there. This is Oniris. Oniris is sired by Senorito Quattro. I had just mentioned him. He's the other new stallion to the breeding program at Esmeralda. And out of the big Lovera mare, Almansa. Almansa is the mother of the national champion stallion here in the United States, Imaginario. And she is also the mother of Kimono, who was the reserve national champion colt. So this youngster has fantastic siblings to live up to, and I'm sure he'll do the same as his brothers. This is Osiris. Osiris is sired by Isleno out of Gaviota. This is Omega. She is a yearling filly out of the celebrated Lovera mare Odalisca. She's sired by Senorito Quattro, the Romero Benitez stallion, who was introduced to the breeding program. She is an incredible combination of bloodlines. She's what every one of us would dream to have in our barn. We think that Omega is one of the best fillies available this side of Spain. This is Omar. He's a 2-year-old colt. He's huge with bone and substance, and I believe he's what everyone has in mind when they call up and ask for a dressage Andalusian. He's sired by the 17-hand Romero Benitez stallion Ocioso III, and out of the extraordinary bold military mare named Destinada 21. This colt, in my opinion, is remarkable. I don't know that he would be able to be duplicated anywhere. Here we have the celebrated mares of Rancho La Esmeralda. The most celebrated is, of course, Bandolera, and here she is, the Spanish national champion mare. She has won 2 gold medals, 1 silver medal, and 2 bronze medals at the Spanish national shows. She is a daughter of the illustrious Leviton, who was honored by the Spaniards at their national show 3 years ago, 2 standing ovations every evening. This is the queen of Andalusian broodmares, Bandolera. This is Destinada. She is bred by Romero Benitez, foaled in 1981. She was the reserve champion of mare of Spain in 1982. Oh, I'm sorry, that was her dam. Rigadoro was the reserve champion mare of Spain. Destinada's filly Ingenua became the U.S. 1990 reserve junior champion filly. Here we have Gaita. Gaita was the Mexican national champion mare at 3 years of age. This is her colt from last year. You saw him earlier on the tape. Bandolera, by the way, is bred to Ocioso for a 96 foal. Gaita is in foal to Senorito Cuatro. Here we have Macarena. Macarena is in foal to Isleno for 96. She was bred by Manuel de la Calle. She was foaled in 1979. She's produced extraordinary fillies for Rancho Esmeralda, which have become a central part of the breeding program. Very strong and powerful mare. Her 95 filly is absolutely gorgeous. This is the celebrated Odalisca. She's probably the most talked about broodmare here in the Americas. She has produced the outstanding Black Sun Genio. She is an extraordinary broodmare. She combines the Andalusian power and glory so associated with the Lovera mare. She was bred by Lovera, famous breeder in Spain. This is Nube. Nube is in foal to Ocioso 3. She was bred by Cardenas. She's 14 years old. She's a solid, beautifully conformed mare, lovely sloping shoulders, short back, very powerful hind end. She's produced outstanding foals, two of which, Habana and Icara, have gone on to become very important brood mares in the breeding program at Rancho La Esmeralda. This is Habana, the daughter of Nube, the mare you just saw. She is a daughter of the celebrated Cardenas stallion Valido. She came in utero to Rancho La Esmeralda and has gone on to become a fabulous broodmare here. Habana is 80 years old. This is the big, powerful mare, Gaviota. Gaviota is presently in foal to Molinete, who you will see later in the tape. He is a champion here in the United States. He's been shown successfully numerous times in the States and has returned to become part of the breeding program at Esmeralda. Gaviota is in foal to Molinete. This outstanding stallion is Ocioso 3. He is the Romero Benitez stallion that sired the gorgeous yearling colts that we saw earlier. He epitomizes what everyone thinks about when they think about a gorgeous Andalusian stallion. Look at his action. This horse stands 17 hands tall. Look at the lovely, floating, rhythmic canter. Ocioso is passing on his short back, his height, lovely temperament to his foals. Here we have Isleno. He has sired many of the foals that you saw earlier. He is by Senorito 26, and this is the reserve junior champion colt from a few years ago. Both Isleno and Ocioso are 7 years old. Odalisca and Macarena are in foal to Isleno for 96. This is Senorito 4. He is 5 years old, and Senorito 4 has been bred to, let me see, Gaita and Majo. This is Baturro. Baturro is 5 years old. He's high school trained, and he has 2 crosses to Leviton, the famous Cardenas stallion. I'm sorry, the famous stallion that was honored at the Spanish National Show. This is Senorito 26. Senorito 26 is 13 years old. He is a Romero Benitez stallion and probably the senior breeding stallion at the farm. He has produced numerous Andalusian champions.
A la montaña donde nací, yo voy caminando a la montaña donde nací. No puedo vivir a la noche del camino. No puedo vivir a los dos del camino. Que no viva para ser tiempo. Yo voy caminando a la montaña donde nací.
That was Dadivoso, the bay stallion, flashing by there. Here we have Pregonero. He is a 13-year-old stallion bred by Miura, who is famous for his bullfighting horses. This stallion has played an important role in the breeding program at Esmeralda.
Lado del camino, va a ser tiempo del camino.
This is Incendio. He is being worked in long lines. He's in this tape, he had just started his training with Federico. All of the young horses, as I said earlier, at around 3 years old begin their training. Here he's teaching him the Spanish walk. His cadence is still a little off, but he's learning and he's trying. You notice how calm and relaxed the horses are. All of the horses trained at Esmeralda have this attitude. They're very sweet, very kind. Everybody loves the horses. As a matter of fact, it's hard to even get them to move out. They want to be around people so much.
Baturro.
Here we have Incendio working again with the saddle on, still practicing his Spanish walk.
A la montaña donde nací. Yo voy caminando a la montaña donde yo nací. Yo voy caminando a la montaña donde yo nací.
Molinete has competed very successfully in the United States and has been returned to Rancho Esmeralda to start his breeding. He's been included in the breeding program. This year he was bred to Gaviota for a 96 foal. You can see his tremendous size. He's over 16 3 hands. This mare is Jara. She is bred to Odalisca, Ocioso, She is 6 years old. She is sired by Halagado out of Melodia. Almansa. Almansa is the mother of Imaginario, who is the national champion stallion this year, and Kimono, who is the reserve national champion junior stallion. Almansa is in foal for 96 to Ocioso 3, the big Romero Benitez stallion that you saw earlier on the tape. She produces size and substance and has been very successful with her foals at Esmeralda. Almansa is 12 years old. Almansa is an imported Lovera mare. This is Maja. She's a 3-year-old, and she is in foal to Senorito Cuatro. Maja is a bandolera daughter, sired by Isleno. Maja, when she was younger, had an accident and she broke her neck, but that has not interfered with her maturing into an absolutely lovely 3-year-old filly and becoming pregnant, so she will add an incredible gift to anyone's breeding program. This is Mangana. Mangana is a Pregonero daughter. She is 3 years old and she is in foal to Isleno for 96. She's a daughter of Gaita, the Mexican national champion mare. These fillies on the video here are pictured at 2 years of age. We will be getting an updated video of them. For visiting with us. We encourage you to come see the horses in person, both in Caballos de los Cristianos and at Rancho La Esmeralda. Thank you very much.